the gym. Everything looks clear this way. We're taking 2 trucks just in case. A bunch of the sewers will drive, so we're just going to take the big trucks just in case we got to pull somebody out. I don't know what. We haven't been much further than the shop up here. So we got a bunch of, we got some Bubba rope with us, and we got some 3-inch toe straps and stuff.
We grab more ropes when we got.
We typically carry all that shit with us every day anyways. But we definitely do need to organize it a little bit better. So once the snow and the belt's in the back of the truck, I've just been putting it off. I've got a weather guard box, which is one of the best boxes you can buy, tool type box. And I've been putting it off because I need to ride on the bed of the truck, and I keep putting it off, putting it in there. We're just gonna go ahead and stick it in there, get all the tools and shit organized, get the exporter rack on the back, get the baskets and shit on the truck, and go ahead and put some of the stuff on the truck that we have for it. Like I've got an M1200 winch sitting that we haven't put on yet, and some other shit. So we're just gonna put that on and then worry with rhino lining it later. At least it's in place that way. And we got a bunch of shit for the Suburban and the Excursion as well. We just need to get them in place. So we're gonna run up here for a few minutes, see what's going on this morning, and go from there. Whose white truck is this?
Russell.
Time? Is that Rusty?
That's Russell. It's Russell's. It's Pappy.
Rhymes with orange juice.
Rupert. Pappy. I like Rupert. I think I should have been Rupert.
We should draw a big penis on the side.
Oh, I'll do that. Oh yeah, I'll do it. We're all like, yeah, let's do that.
Don't scratch it. Just get it in the side.
You put a lot more detail into this than everybody else did.
Hey, everybody talks about penis on the
Is that like a foot? Yeah, it's a little baby foot, a little Sasquatch foot, a little squatch foot. I'm about to be drawing it, blowing its load. Here goes Heather drawing the most elaborate penis you're ever gonna see.
Hey, you gotta put some veins in it. There you go. Video. Are you rolling, calling video?
Yeah, video and everyone defacing his truck.
I always forget.
Honk if you want love. Holy shit. Lance is the mushroom king over here.
Lance, that's good.
I'm pretty proud of my penis over there.
You pretty proud of your penis?
Yeah.
You should be proud of your penis.
I was like,
Your penis is bigger than mine.
No, actually yours is. That looks like a Goomba. See, that's his hair. It does, doesn't it? Like just from here up, looks like a Goomba.
I don't even know what a Goomba is.
Oh, well, I'll Google it for you. It does, though.
Honk if you love PP. Honk if you want love.
Doesn't his look like a Goomba?
I'm coming. I've got to get all of them.
Yeah.
You know what kind of...
Guys, that's a good.
You know what kind of...
Who did that one?
That one's got some vascularity to it.
You know what kind of hell he's gonna raise about that? It's Rusty.
Oh no.
Dude, he's gonna raise some hell about that. That's so fun. Dude, I fell down this morning going into the shop. Woo! Man. That's funny as shit. That's funny as shit. There's dicks all over there.
Let's go find him.
You just can't let him onto it. I want to know his response after.
He's gonna be mad.
Because he's gonna have to take that car and get washed because they're all over it.
He's gonna be mad. Should we take him out there and show it to him?
Just take and be like, hey, let's just go out front and talk. Here's Pappy. Russell!
No?
Hey,
Tadpole, but you were close.
Ow.
I do.
Why would you do that? Get upstairs.
What are you doing, Russell? I mean, Mr. Fuller. I mean, Pappy.
I don't pick on small people. Go away.
You pick on him all the time. I was gonna say, wait, what's changed?
Well, he hands it back. Trust me. It's not a one-way street. It's not like I'm hurting his
No, it's definitely not a one-way street. Not with us playing. Wait, what? What?
Hey,
Yes, sir.
tell John, come back down.
Hey, John. Rusty wants to talk to you.
Hey, John. Listen, it's fine.
It's downstairs.
What are you doing there, Lance?
Trying to straighten that board out.
Are you glad to be off the road, Lance?
Yeah,
With your like 26-hour drive now?
yeah. 3 days, 3 nights in hotels, and yeah. From Kansas, Wichita.
Had to drive back to see his family.
I left on Sunday before the storm hit, but it hit on the way.
He told me, he was like, yeah, I'm on my way. I was like, where are you at?
Yeah, Missouri got worse than we did down here.
Yeah, when you texted me and told me where you're at, I was like, well, you're probably about to drive it. Like 2 hours later, you're like, did that picture of going to the interstate? I was like, yep, he found it.
Yeah, yeah.
He found the storm.
Oh, and I had to backtrack too because they closed the Highway 60, which I usually take off. There's areas of that closed down, so I had to backtrack, come back down, head south to Arkansas, and then start back across Arkansas. And yeah, it was a stressful drive. And people are idiots. Don't. People are idiots, fucking. Even
I don't even have time for this.
Even you big truckers, when you're fucking going down and your trailer's starting to dogleg on you and shit like that,
Slow down.
slow down. It's not that big of a deal.
Yeah, and that's why
Slow down.
they closed 65 from 96 to the Alabama state line at one point.
Yeah.
And then they closed up 40, and then closed up 24.
I mean, if it was just snow, it'd be one thing, but ice,
it's that
and
ice.
then snow on top of the ice.
Yeah,
That's,
and that and the high volume of traffic around Nashville, I think that's why they closed it down. They just had too many accidents.
oh sure,
Just a risk.
yeah. But I'm glad to be home.
Yeah, we'll glad you're back, man.
Definitely.
I knew it was gonna take you a while, though. That's
Yeah. Got to see my boys wrestle though, and that
Did
was
you good?
awesome. They did. They did really well. It was fun to watch. First time I got to see the little boys wrestle, so they lost every match that they wrestled.
Hey,
But
man.
you know what it was?
Nothing
They were in a kids novice state, and they did pretty good. But there was some other kids in there that I'm gonna call them fucking. We'd call them badge hunters or whatever. That shouldn't have been a novice.
Yep.
But they
It's a
get their
neat-
ass kicked in the regular, so they're down there doing
People
the
do
new
that bodybuilding
right.
too. Like they'd be like,
Yeah,
they'd
it's
re-sign
like-
up for things they'd never done before, or like shows. And if you can keep entering novice if it's somewhere you've never been. After you win a novice class, you have to go up to juniors or
Yeah.
open. And so I never did juniors. I went novice open. I just competed open the whole time. You lose more, but it makes you a better player.
Right.
at the
Well,
end
and that was the
compete with
thing. It was the thing I was proud of was because they wrestled hard, the little boys, and they lost, and they handled it well.
Yep. It makes you better.
Yeah.
They'll be
So
way better next time.
I was proud of them for that.
Yep, that's
you
awesome.
know, they were good sportsmen about it and everything, and yeah, so it was good. So I didn't have to beat that ass for an unsportsmanlike conduct. So
No
it
one
was good.
no one throws their guards down or anything like that when they come
Right.
off the mat.
Right?
You want to see heads
yeah,
hanging low.
exactly. But Mason did well, and hey, if any of you guys out there, I'm looking at some intensive wrestling camps for my oldest boy. He's 15 now. He's a freshman going into the sophomore year, and I was looking at the J-Rob 14-day intensive camp. And if any of you guys, I know there's a lot of grapplers out there and stuff like that. If you have any information on it, get a hold of me on Facebook. Let me know what your thoughts are, please. Appreciate it. Or put it in the comments on this video. I'll check them out.
Good. We walked in and it was loud. You know, they had the torpedo heater going. And the plumber said, that's one we brought in. I said, I got 2 more here. I said, fire them, use them if you need them. We've got 2 more. And he said, yeah, it's just cold down here. So I'd asked Mac as we were leaving, I said, is the main heater running? He said, yeah, it's just not enough. It's so cold right now that one heater's not enough to heat. It's warmer upstairs than downstairs. So I said, I got those 2 other torpedo heaters. If you need them, he goes, we don't need that shit. He said, keep working. You won't get cold. Man, Mac's an animal. That dude, I like that guy, man, so much. There ain't a whole lot of dudes like him. I'm gonna let this semi truck pass here so we can get these two trucks in line together.
Looks like it's trying to melt off a little bit.
Yeah, it will. There we go.
That sun will come out and be alright. Stay out.
Yeah, she knows what we're doing.
Haven't been up past here yet.
No, we haven't.
He said it was, he drove in, he said it was clear, said Lindsay said it was
Now
clear.
Lance, I think Lance came in, Lance just came in from Jackson.
Mhm.
I'm not sure what direction, but he said this morning's drive in was worse than all the rest of it. He said he spun completely, slid sideways, started to spin around. There's a couple real hairy spots. So there's still some areas. Like I remember when we first moved here, we didn't leave town for like 6 weeks. We literally didn't go out of Camden at all. And the first time we went into Nashville, well, it had to be later than that because we moved here in July. The first time we ran to Nashville, I remember coming back out of town at about 9 o'clock and it was snowing. And we got about 15, 20 miles out of Nashville, started coming up some of the hills, and it was snowing so much, there were cars rolling off, sliding off the road. We were in this. So I was still running 2-wheel drive. I put it in 4 high. And you know, we'd get some areas where we were slipping a little bit, but the highway, the interstate coming through there, I guess the interstate people hadn't been there yet, and the municipalities, the different counties were clearing the freeway in their areas. So you'd come through a stretch of 10, 15 miles that was totally wide open. The plow trucks were just shoving the snow off the road, and then you'd hit like a 5 or 10 mile stretch where the road hadn't been fucking touched.
It's almost worse.
Yeah, it was way worse.
Yeah.
So you'd have totally clean areas, and then you have areas just stretches of highway that hadn't been cleaned because those cities didn't have plow trucks or didn't get out of bed to go do it or whatever the deal was. But that was the first time I'd ever seen, other than driving up to the mountains. Like we'd go skiing and shit, and you'd get to areas where they'd had snow the night before, and they wouldn't let you up the base of the mountain. You'd have to have chains. So around here, nobody runs chains. You don't even hear mention of chain here. But maybe we should look at some of that. I mean,
I was thinking
It might make it easier if it does
fucking
ice like that.
$120 a set. They're cables nowadays. They're not a big deal to put on. You lay them out, you drive up on them, fucking clip them on. You're not going to use them much, but for instances like, you know, the last couple days,
Yeah, if you just so happen to need them.
especially having lift at the shop nowadays where we can just, I think we're going to set up some winter tires. I know a lot of guys in the Porsche clubs will run, you know, summer tires and winter tires, just have a whole other set of wheels. So it probably wouldn't be bad to have a couple, you know, tire rack full of different wheel setups.
That'd be cool.
For different shit like that, you know.
Same for each of the trucks.
So we can just change the tires out. I think an all-terrain tire, like a really big, you know, fucking all-terrain tire, I just think it looks stupid. It looks like a fucking truck with a, you know, fucking street tires on it. Looks silly. So I think set up a set of all-terrains, a separate set of, you know, wheels with all-terrains on it just for shit like this. Yeah, this road's totally dry here. So how many boxes you guys shipped yesterday?
158 there. You know, well, that's after I got there, so I don't know how many shit done for there.
Yeah, you were there half day.
Yeah.
So today it'll be back up to speed. You guys will probably carry at least 250 today.
Yeah, we should. We've already done a good bit.
Yeah. Getting a lot of stuff boxed, ready to ship out too.
We'll lose Justin. He'll probably head home after
midday.
Yeah, once the sun's out, melt some of this shit off, he should be able to get home.
Well, did you know? You saw Sarah's video. They got way more snow in Nashville last night than we got here.
That's what he said. 4 inches.
Yeah, she got a lot.
Yeah.
So it'll probably be like the opposite. You know, it was worse here, and now he'll drive back into worse conditions.
Yeah,
looks
that's
like
true.
we got it off pretty easy.
Well, he's welcome to just stay and work the rest of the week. So
It's not like he doesn't like what he's doing.
yeah, I'm sure he wants to get home and see his girl.
Yeah, I'm sure.
I just worry. That's what, you know, Mallory, they had their meeting or whatever, and I was like,
Oh, did she go?
no. And I was like, dude, I was like, no matter what is going on, I shot her a couple. I just did News Channel 2 and just showed her a couple of the wrecks that went on this morning. I was like, no matter what's going on, it's not worth. Even if you make it, it's not the 90% of road that's clear. It's the 10% of road that's not that causes the accident, and it might not be you that causes it, but if it's someone else that hits you, it all hurts just the same, and it all costs you money too.
So I tell the kids, it doesn't matter if you're right or wrong, whether you're at fault in the accident. The fact is, you still got hit, you still got injured, your car's still fucked up.
Yep, you might live with it the rest of your life. It could really be bad.
Yeah.
That's why.
Plus, if you know, who's going to come get her? She's going to be stuck.
Yeah, exactly. And that's what a lot of people is trapped, you know, just in their cars.
Yeah.
That shit's only cool for a minute.
Yep.
So, no, I told her not to go. She's just going to do it over online. Which is the great thing about today. You know, you can do a complete meeting with no one in the room except the head person and everyone else be on screens.
Well, that's true. I mean, she does what? What would you say? 90% of her job?
Yeah, a lot of it's from webcam because all of her meetings usually, because they're in different states and shit, are like that.
That's
it's just a
cool.
quarterly thing that they, you know, usually all go up there. But I know there's still feet of snow on the ground up in northern Kentucky and stuff, so people can't come.
All right. Well, I don't really have anything else to say unless you do.
No.
All right.
What else, Cody?
It's cold outside,
Are you ready for the gym?
I guess.
Yes,
As
you
ready
are.
as I will be. I didn't come prepared.